Right. Because
Yeah.
when the yen got under pressure and broke below the 200-day and held down there,
Right.
30-year yields on its highs. So there's no question that they're buying a lot of U.S. debt and they're hedging it. And through the hedges, I know how this works, but I need to break it down exactly. They're earning some extra. So between them, they're making more money. And whether it's a worthwhile investment or not, they'll find out. But they are hedging it up and earning some extra. So that defines the pressure, I think, on the end. Number two, there's an important article. Not that I like him, you know my feelings about him, in the Washington Post by Larry Summers.
Yeah.
Post it, read it, take a look at it, know what the hell you. It's an interesting, and I'm not a Summers fan in any way, shape, or form for so many reasons, but I'm sure it's going to get some discussion out there. Oh, wait, that's assuming anybody who's on television ever reads anything. So, maybe. Sorry for my cynicism, but I'm over 65 on Medicare. I can be cynical. I've earned the right.
All right. So I'm looking at Aussie yen and Euro yen, and both of them look good to me.
Yeah, they do.
The pound yen's still going.
The Canada keeps fighting to hold in there, and the unemployment numbers out of Canada on the headline is ugly, but all the job losses, and there were, hold on, let me go back to that. Hold on one second. Okay, so the Canadian numbers, and again, our friends from the Swiss bank were out making a lot of friggin' noise. Let's see, Canadian numbers.
Yeah, and all those, yesterday we were talking about all the copper names, and they all just blasted off.
Yeah. You know what? I actually bought CEF yesterday, the Sprout Canadian metals, because it gives you a little bit of a, I've been, the butterfly I suggested on Sunday is absolutely, I mean, if you didn't buy silver on the highs on Monday and traded it, it's been a really, really good play. Platinum's up $40, $50 on the week.
Yeah, and platinum acts well.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it does.
The XME's up, Ira. All the steel names are starting to go. Not that I'd buy any of them.
Well, there's that piece supposedly, or there was a tweet from Jared Bernstein, who's one of
Yeah, I kind of looked at that, but I didn't get into it.
yeah. So, I mean, it's all about a major infrastructure bill, which I would expect from them. No question about it. Okay. So the Canadian, they were looking for a loss of 44,000. They lost 212,000, 213,000. The rate jumped from 8.9 to 9.4, but all the job losses and then some were part-time. So it's again one of those headlines that pops up, and then once you sift through it, because look at the Canadians actually performed pretty well, and of course that's with oil up here. So if you run those overlays and look at the oil relative to the Canadian, commodity play, blah blah blah. So, and the Ivy number was a little softer, which is their PMI number, was a little softer, but yet it holds in here. So let's keep an eye on it. The Aussie has performed very well. I just caught that. The Kiwis, these currencies are up. So there is some chase for yield. So for all the, and again, we talked about yesterday, those who are thought there'd be $1, they squeezed $1 shorts. We'll see. It's a little, and look at the move in the Italian, in the German-Italian spread this week.
Oh, it's been huge.
Huge. You know what? And I had it and I let it go because to me, it's the Draghi effect, and it's not because he's such a smart man. He just knows, well, maybe he is, because my dear friend Lenny Feldman would say, smart men know everything, and wise men know everybody. And he knows everybody and where their skeletons are, so I find it very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I don't know if I have anything more than that, but I'm going to, many things. I want to watch the silver gold here. You know, they've given you plenty of opportunity. If you trade it, again, don't get married to anything because you see how these markets.
Yeah, I mean, they took the bonds both ways and went right up to resistance
Yeah,
and roll right back down again. So that's just going back and forth. You had a perfect gap fill in the S&Ps. I mean, you couldn't have got a better better low. I mean, it went right back and filled the gap.
yeah.
Now, if they get above 86 and a quarter, they're going to hit buy stops and go the other way.
Yeah, and this, I tell you what, the SPOO bonds is just phenomenal. I love that. I just love it. It gives you, it's so simple and it gives you a lot of shit. You know, let's see. 2,300, where did we get to?
Yeah, and again, it's this, you know, the first high was picked off by Dow bonds on that monthly,
Yeah,
and you know, and the first extension on the quarterly and the SPOO bonds.
okay. Well, and so if, you know, that swing we did from October 1st of 18 down to probably March, yeah, March of 2020
Hold on, we got the right.
on the SPOO bond.
No, I just want to make sure I've got the thing lit up right here.
Yeah. So I don't know, you know, if we do a historic swing counts, we can get some interesting things.
Well, it's just started. I mean,
Yeah.
just starting. I mean, this thing should go up. It's got room for another 200 handles in the S&Ps.
Well, yeah, and that may take us where we want to see it. So we can never remember to take the eye off that.
Yeah, I think it's going there. I mean, there's no reason now. I mean, you got 4K is what we should be trading in the 30. You should get another 70 handles in the S&Ps, and then it should start moving again. And interesting, some of the names are kind of funky. You know, like United Healthcare, they're bombing that because the CEO retired.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, they took like 15, 20%. I wonder if that's just him cashing out his stock options.
Yeah. Here we come. Here we come again in the so, and is the 30-year going to direct the metals all day today? That's a big question.
Yeah, and the other thing I was looking at, excuse me, was, you know, Bob acts pretty well after these guys issued 37 billion in bonds.
Why not? Well, there's all you want. People are look at. It's all about who's chasing the yield, right? And
Yeah.
they're chasing yield. So for all those who don't think so, the world is still absolutely chasing yield because the 5-year and the 10-year break evens are rising. You know, so they're indicating inflation. It still boggles my mind. You know, I can understand playing the 210, and I don't know if you saw that the 2-year yields are at historic lows today, by the way. I think it was 10 basis points, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, hold on a second. Is this?
Okay.
Yeah, this is the 2-year yield right there. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wait, hold on, let me come to your chart. I got Slack up. I got so much shit up. I can't. It's killing me. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, so that's a 2-year mid. I think that's the right thing.
I'm sure it is. Hold on, I have to get to it. Full screen. Okay, now I can get to it. Yeah, look at that. 10.5 basis points, my friend. Oh, can I give you my money, please, for 10? But on a relative basis, I guess it's not bad. Let's see. My comments about Larry Summers is the same that Dean Wormer said to Flounder. That drunk and stupid is no way to go through life. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, and he and Wilbur are starting a SPAC.
What?
Oh yeah, didn't you read
Who
that?
is?
He and Wilbur Ross are starting a SPAC.
Who is Summers?
No, not Summers. Kudlow.
Oh, well, that does, yeah, that's okay. I don't, Summers, I'd be shocked. They drum him out. Kudlow, Wilbur, yeah, Kudlow's finally figured out a way how to get paid now.
Yeah, that's how he's going to get paid. He's going to have Wilbur pay him.
Yeah, with a SPAC, yeah, Wilbur's. Maybe there'll be a distressed debt of, let's see, where should they go tomorrow and squeeze the life out of them? Yeah, maybe the Argentinians.
Hey, so that the CQG symbol for Ethereum that starts Sunday is ETHRG.
It starts Sunday,
Yeah,
ETHRG.
yeah, ETHRG. So that's the Feb contract.
Got it.
So it's either going to be Feb or it's going to be March.
Okay, if there's any listeners you got who own an IMM seat, they're running me for the board again, and not on the A slate, which I would prefer, but make sure you vote your seats. And anybody you know who may own an IMM seat, or what's known as B2, get out there. I need the votes, because you know what? I think that board.
Yes, we need sentient beings.
I did so many work on the silver. In fact, I'm trying to get the silver open interest. You know what? Oh, that reminds me. Gotta send an email. Oh,
And you might have another 3 cents and we're looking for another 3 cents in the April cattle, and first intentions are Monday.
Rob is unbelievably good there. But and it's not because most people I know who work in the cash are not necessarily really good traders, but he's got a very good eye.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Very good eye. What's AGCO? I don't have AGCO up. What's the symbol? AGC?
AGCO.
Let's see what that's doing today.
Dear Caterpillar's putting an ORH day in. AGCO just came down and
fill the gap.
All it did was fill a gap.
Yeah, I see it.
It came down there. Caterpillar. Caterpillar's pretty strong, although it's got some overhead resistance at 195.5. Your Bunge's out of control.
Look at there. Yeah, Bunge has put in an interesting, with that reversal. When was that? 7 days ago?
Yeah, we're right at the top of the cloud at the end of the month.
If I spent my life just trading Bunge, I should become a market maker in Bunge. Oh, wait, I can't get my orders directed to me.
No, you can't take the other side of them.
Oh my God. You know what? And that's what I thought last week. Once they opened up the blinds and you got to look at what's going on. There's some
with Citadel and Robinhood and all the paper.
And I'm going to tell you what, they've given Lizzie Warren an entree here. So she may not be, but and now she's on the Senate Finance. They've given her an entree here. I love it, because I know it irritates some people, but when she sticks to her knitting and what she knows about Wall Street, she's brilliant. It's when she had to run for national office and start speaking to all the shit that she really went off the rails. But, I used to email her when she'd be on CNBC all the time, 07, 08. In fact, if YouTube had any brains, they'd put a compilation and you'd see how much she knows about the inner workings of Wall Street. So the silver is still lower on the week.
Yeah, I mean, it's, the low's pretty good though. Today's
Well,
low
I
is
think
pretty
the low-
good, and yesterday's low.
That 05 low of yesterday was
Yeah.
was fabulous. Even copper found a little bounce here, so.
Yeah, I gotta put up the right chart. I mean, that's a really good low. You can get, you can go back up into the, towards 27.20 again.
What is Cal? Yeah, you should, but we talked about gold yesterday with the gold currencies and that they were probably more interesting than
Yeah.
other areas.
On the half day, Cal, it's gold's trying to hold, but it's got all the stuff, on the hourlies it's 10, but on the dailies and the other stuff, all the resistances of like 18, 15. Here, what am I doing? There.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna go quiet for a while.
All right. Well, thanks, Ira.